Hi guys, it's Mal, back on the plague farm again. We've come back into this little pasture which we saw in the last video. The sheep were in here, so they've taken the grass down quite a bit, but you know, it's still about 4 or 5 inches deep. It's about the shortest grass we've got in the whole farm. So we'll give it a go, and we would go try and chase up some more hammies on the other field, which is just the other side of the stream there. But we've got a lot of lady cows in there, and the big fella, the bull, is in servicing them, so I better not go and disturb him. I know I wouldn't like to be disturbed if I was him. So we'll carry on in here, and we're using today the XTerra again, my favourite little scouting machine now. Good machine this. I've got my own headphones on again, nice and clear signals from them. So we'll carry on with the hunt and let you know through the video what we find. Well, we're ready for the off, and just really good, set the machine up ready for the today's detecting. So let's switch her on. Got the nice beeps there, and I'll just show you how I set my machine up. Well, the first thing I always do, press the all metal button and just check that I've got nothing under the coil before I set it up. You can hear no tone there. So then switch out of that, into the main menu. My headphones give me a nice threshold at 11. So if you take it up, see there, it just starts to come back in again. So I press again. The volume, I have that at maximum. Tones, I always like to use 4 tones. Multi-tones with this machine is not like the E-Track. I tend to search in the 4 tones all the time. Sensitivity, you can bang that right up. As you can hear, the machine's pretty stable in this field, so it's not too bad, but we'll come back to sensitivity. Noise cancel, next thing is very important to do. So let's just hold the coil slightly off the ground, let it go through the routine. See the cursor going round there. Machine's non-cancelled at 2, it was at 1, so there's a bit of interference around here somewhere. Next one to do is the ground balance. We'll just press ground balance button into automatic, pump the coil. We've already checked there's nothing underneath there. Pump it there, and it's setting at 60, showing a bit of mineralisation in this ground. So press the detect button and away we go. Also got the auto track switched on. I find that sets up pretty perfect for this ground. And lastly, the mode. I always like to search in mode 4. Only the first 3 segments and the last segment of the discrimination. All metal is okay, it tends to send things a bit scatty at times. So we'll carry on the search and away we go. Hi guys, we've been detecting a few minutes now. Just one of the things we need to just finally set up the sensitivity. Personally, I've done a few sweeps of a field just to see how the sensitivity setting that I've set settles down on the threshold. And what I like to do is just have a scroll through there. It's on 27, it's pretty stable at the moment. But one of the things I find, as I'm going along, I'll tweak it up a bit. And then what I find is that it tends to go a little bit unstable, going up to 29, so I'll just back it down again, back down to 27. 26 is solid, 27 is solid again, 28 I can just hear it starting to break up. I don't know if you can hear it on the mic here, it's only on the camera mic, so we'll carry on searching and see what we can get. So back down to 27, into detect, and away we go again. First signal of the day. Nice high pitch tone. I'm in at 36. So let's give them a dig and see what we got. Well, just flipped over the This sod of earth there, about 4 or 5 inches down, looks like a military badge. You just see him down there, just fell out the bottom of the sod. Looks like a cap badge. So we'll get that cleaned up at home and I'll let you know which regiment it is. Second signal of the day, guys, and we've got a steady 24, so probably a bit of rubbish, but we never know. So let's give him a dig and see what we got. Looks like we got him out the hole, and he's in the middle of that clod there. Sounds a bit like a shotgun case. So let's see what we can find in here. Oh, I flicked him out. He's over here. Something small. Oh, looks like a little button. Yeah, a little silvery button. Oh, on to the next hole and see what we can get there. Nice steady 38. Could be a modern coin, 1p, 2p. It's about that sort of range, so let's have a look, see what we got. Well, the XTerra's having me digging deep again. You see the first bit of sod that come out, and you've got 1, 2, and we're in the third one. Signal's still pretty good. We'll just see what we can find in here. Nothing obvious showing up, as usual. I never want to come out and show you where they are straight away. So we'll have to get the probe out and see what we've got in here. Probably a little button again. No, I thought it was going to be a coin. Round here. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh, we have got a coin. What have we got here? Well, I've got a halfpenny. Victoria Young head. Let's see what we got for the date. 1887. Well, that's a nice little find. So we'll get the hole filled in and we'll get on to the next one. Well, we've got another few paces. We've got another nice clear signal, steady 34. Looks like we've got a find right under that piece of poo there. Unless it is the piece of poo, but I very much doubt it. So we'll give it a dig and see what's there. Well, we've got another deep find from the XTerra. Must be another 9-10 inches down. And just the second spit of earth, you just see the coin on the edge there. Get it in focus. And I think we have, oh no, it's not a coin, it's a button. It just goes to show the depth that the XTerra will go to for these buttons. Pewter button, a little loop on the back. That's probably 18th century one. So on to the next one. I thought we had a silver there. Well, we moved another couple of yards after the halfpenny and the button. I got another nice steady high pitched tone here, showing it's 10 inches down, which is quite a depth. So flick him in prospecting and see what else we're getting more information out of him. You see he's small signal just in the middle of that coil there. So let's dig him out and see what we can get. Well, you see another deep signal, which is giving me this last spadeful here. Coming in about 30, so hopefully it's a coin. Let's see if we can find him first. always seem to be a bit elusive for me for some reason. So again, there we are. Got a little coin. Or is it a token? Copper, that's for sure. That was quite deep. That was about 7-8 inches down. So I'll have to try and ID that for you guys, but looks like an old farthing. So I'll catch up with you guys later and we'll go on to the next one. Well, another one of those strange signals. One at 36. It's clipped. So it's probably a piece of iron down there as well. But when you go into prospecting mode, lovely clear signal. So I'm just curious to see what this is, so let's dig him out. Well, we've got the hole opened up and thought there was a piece of iron down there. We got an iron buckle, but also there's something in here. It's still giving a nice coin signal, and here we've got a button. Well, it just goes to show the XTerra can pick the iron up, give you the clip. It also can tell you what else is down there, and we've got that pewter button. So we'll get on to the next one. Well, this tone is a bit spitty. I'm going to put them into prospecting mode. Small and deep. Worth investigating, so let's go and see what we got. Well, with a nice little quiet signal there, and I found a nice little spectacle buckle. That's a lovely little thing, it'll clean up nice. So it's very quiet in this field, but a couple of finds have come out, so catch up with you guys later. Hi guys, just gone through the farm gate and I got a triple beeper, which means surface, virtually surface find, coming at 36. So it's probably a halfpenny, a penny, 1p or 2p, so let's dig him out. He's just about an inch down. Well, I think you can just see him. It's just underneath the surface here. Well, it's rock up there he is. What we got? Well, a bit of a bashed up George V penny. Oh, so not a bad start. Well, it's been a bit bashed, but just under the surface. So good job, because it's rock hard here. We've not had any rain for a few weeks and the ground is just like concrete, as you can see. So we'll get on to the next one. Nice high pitched tone, normally a good sign. So let's get the digger out and get him out. Well, with this hard ground and tree roots under the, certainly hard work digging these coins out, but that definitely was a coin. There he is there, just come out. Looks like we got a penny. Can't make out who it is. Feels pretty light though for a penny, definitely copper. So can't really make out what it is, but probably looking at it and feeling it's probably a George III. You know, it's quite a thick coin, so hopefully we get a few more coins at the bottom of the field and catch up with you guys later. Well, at the same hole we've got this chunk here. Let's see what's in there. You can see the ground is, oh there's something there. You see the ground is very, very hard. It's not coming out. Looks like a small button. Yeah, it's a small button, little pewter one.